Hello, folks. It's Amey B. I'm here at 208 Hippies in Nashville, Tennessee, and we just finished listening to Cream Dream. These guys rocked. Hi, guys. How you doing?
Hi, very well,
It's
thank you.
great to be here. Thanks for asking us out. We're Two Hens Productions, and we came out to listen to these guys play in this awesome venue here. We've got Ginger Baker over here on drums, Joe Lacosto, and I have Jack Bruce here, Roy Vogt on bass and vocals, and of course Eric Clapton's in the house tonight, folks. Can you believe I'm actually interviewing Eric Clapton? John Pavlovsky, that's it, Pavlovsky, there you go. So we just want to come out and try to talk to you guys and see, how did you get together? How did this thing come together? Cream, I grew up on Cream. I'm just like, I need to know. What happened?
He knows.
Well, John and I have known each other for a long time, and we had a common love for this style of music, and we just wanted to do something a little different, and this really spoke to both of us because it's a really creative time of music. There were no boundaries, everybody was trying different things, and we just thought it was time to bring it back.
Right, everybody had their own sound.
Absolutely.
You know? And also, you play the wah-wah pedal there. You know, actually, that Cream was the band that like introduced that and made the popularity of the wah-wah pedal. Like Jimi Hendrix came along, and then the guitar players in Chicago, people like that followed and imitated that sound. Right. So the wah-wah pedal was really kind of brought to debut through the band Cream, which is awesome. And of course, Cream sold over 15 million albums. You know, so if anybody, if you love Cream, if you've never heard Cream, when you see the videos from these guys, you may just want to go out there and make it maybe 16 million plus old albums you could pick up somewhere. Also, they were the first band in the world to ever go double platinum. So a lot of people don't realize that, you know. And so they were an incredible, incredible band, and they left a huge influence. Only 2 years, and look what they did in 2 years. So for you guys to come along and take a challenge and recreate the sound that you did tonight, I mean, I closed my eyes a couple of times. I was just like, okay, I'm listening to Cream. I mean, that's amazing. It's very, very cool. So how long have you guys been together?
We've been together about 2 years.
There you go, Cream. There you go.
And John and I started the band, and we started playing with different drummers, and we could never find the right guy because everybody plays too safe. The one thing that you could say about Cream is they weren't safe.
No.
So we were playing at a venue in Franklin, Tennessee one night, and Joe, who's a friend of mine, came out and he was saying, "Please let me sit in." And I said, "Well, why not? Let's let Joe sit in." And he sat in, and John and I looked at each other and said, "That's the guy."
That's the guy.
Because the thing with Joe, and Joe's a very modest man, he doesn't talk about himself, but back in the day, he was in a band called, I think, Toy Shop? Was it Toy Shop? Toy Factory. And they were actually out opening shows for different bands. One of the bands was the Guess Who, and there was at one point the Guess Who's drummer was sick for about 6 weeks. Joe was actually the drummer with the Guess Who out on the road. He would go out.
Get the heck out.
He was playing.
I did not. I can't believe you didn't brag about this, Jack.
He was playing on the road.
I just can't believe it.
There's so much I could do.
He was playing on the road with the Guess Who. So the thing was that for Joe, playing like Ginger Baker is in his DNA.
Yeah.
You know, this is what he learned. This is, and you know, when I first started playing bass, I wanted to be Jack Bruce. Of course, you know, I was 3 years old, but no, I'm kidding.
Right, yeah.
But
Maybe 4.
Maybe 4.
4 years old.
That was when I really, the very first person I wanted to sound like when I picked up the bass guitar was Jack Bruce.
Wow.
Same goes for me with Eric
I was going
Clapton.
to ask you about Eric Clapton because he's like one of my favorite all-time guitar players. I mean, he's just fabulous. So.
Yeah, I began playing guitar shortly before I saw B.B. King. I wasn't too interested in the guitar, really.
Right.
But
the blues,
I wound up playing. I saw B.B. King, and it changed my life.
Yes.
And the next guitar player after that I gravitated towards was Eric Clapton, and I had listened to him since I was very, very, very young.
Right.
And I just fell in love with their sounds, B.B. King and Eric Clapton with live Cream especially.
Right.
And to this day, that's when I hear those guys, You know, I get chills.
Exactly. Like I said tonight, I mean, I literally closed my eyes a couple times. I was just like, I felt like I was in the room with, listening to an old album. You know, because I grew up with this stuff.
If I could just jump in, I just want to say about these two guys. I mean, it was like great when they said I was the right guy. Well,
the chemistry.
The chemistry was amazing. I mean, I've played with Roy in the past, never played with John. But I mean, to John's credit, I mean, this was John's, he put this together. This is his tribute.
Yeah,
so to sit down and to play with this level of musicianship, it just brought me right back home. I love that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
These guys are really
we're the only 3 people in this town who will do this and do it right, I think, or as right as we can. I don't think there's anybody else in this town who, if one of us goes, then it all goes.
Well, see, exactly, and that's what makes a great band. I mean, even though you do tribute, you're a tribute band, but you're a band, and you bring that sound together. And like you're saying, you just can't have any drummer, you can't just have any guitar player, you can't have just any bass player. Let me tell you something, my friend, you are one hell of a bass player, and guitar player, and drums, but of course. Hey, I mean, really, I was blown away. I really, really was. I really, really was. It was very, very impressive. The energy, and you guys, you can tell you really connect. And I like that. I dig that. That's old school music there, where you connect. This is no hired gun show here. These are people that play the music because of the love of the music, and it shows through.
Right, and one of the things that we're trying to do with this is we're trying to bring this back to a new audience, a new generation, because a lot of these kids. And a lot of there's like 2 or 3 generations that have never seen this level of interaction.
Yeah.
Other than maybe they've seen a jam band or 2 that are good. And there's some great ones out there.
Right.
But this was a whole other level. These guys played without boundaries.
Yes.
And so that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to play without boundaries like they do. So in other words, it's not note for note because those guys jammed.
It's nothing, sterile about it. I mean, it's for real. It's real. It's what it is. Yeah.
But I think we've done our homework.
I think you've done your homework very, very well. Very, very well.
We try not to color outside the lines too much as far as the vernacular and what our respective players that we represent would do.
Yes, and you represent very, very well. Let's tell the folks out there where they can find you. Of course, we filmed this evening, folks, here at Two Old Hippies here in Nashville, Tennessee. So we are going to have this on YouTube. It'll be on Cream Dream YouTube, also on Two Hens Productions. We're going to post it on ours. Facebook, you can follow them on Facebook. You see them on Facebook, like them on Facebook, and they will let you know when they're out playing. You've got to come out and check out the show. It's absolutely fabulous. And you're working on a website, so by the time we get all this out there to you, they'll have a website. And so you can find all that information through their Facebook for the website and go straight there.
Right, just look for creamdreamband.com.
Oh, okay, creamdreamband.com. Gotcha, very important. And
our motive now is to play and bridge that generation of younger people and people that were in that era.
Right.
Play venues where people appreciate this music that was almost like forgotten.
Yeah. Like I said, 2 years, over 15 million albums sold. Come on now. Double platinum, first in the world. I mean, really. And a lot of people, Cream? Who's Cream? No, you got to hear. There's a reason for that.
Absolutely.
There's a reason why they were so successful in a short period of time.
Absolutely.
And an awesome band. And you guys are so awesome too. I can't thank you enough for letting us come out and enjoy your show and sit down and talk to you. I really, really appreciate you guys rock. This is Amey B signing off at Two Old Hippies with Cream Dream.
See you guys.
Enjoy. It's a wrap.